about people who were interviewed up at CMU in terms of it's not that they're thumbing their nose at the NCAA, it's that they're saying, I don't have to hand this to you. I have a right to have a third party image this and get the information you need. But when the NCAA had, can be very invasive and look for things and find things that have nothing to do with your case, as we've seen with some of this other stuff that's gone on. So really what we're looking at is, because there's not that smoking gun, they want to put all of these little micro transgressions into one pot and say, well, maybe you guys aren't guilty of this, but you have a history of being non-compliant or stubborn about all of this, and that's what they're going to try and hit them on. And I think that's where that's where we're at right now with all of it. So I don't know if the draft notice of allegations from ESPN, at least I don't know how recent it was. It could be one that was from earlier this summer. It could be one that's from a couple weeks ago. ESPN was forthright in saying that it's probably not the one that Michigan will ultimately receive, but you let that leak and get out because there's a documentary coming out in a few weeks that Connor Stalions helped create, had a hand in making, and it's going to be very pro him, pro Michigan. So this is, it's a public negotiation, which is, there's a lot of collateral damage in all of that, especially, when you're playing the game of telephone. So that's where we're at with it right now. And it's, I still, you even have Pete Thamel, who Michigan fans have certainly very familiar with his work and what he's done with ESPN. But he's even saying, like, vacating wins, not happening. Postseason ban, probably not happening. So I still think we're on the speeding freight train to a big fine, probation, and probably show causes for the people who, were kind of implicated, in terms of the Connor Stalions of the world. Maybe Chris Partridge gets something. Maybe Jim Harbaugh gets something. But if you're trying to punish Sharon Moore based on head coach responsibility, he wasn't the head coach when any of this alleged behavior happened. So I think that the idea he could be suspended is kind of ridiculous.
A bunch of nothing plus a bunch of nothing equals a bunch of nothing. And that's all they've been trying to point. They keep trying to find things. It's already nothing. They told you last year what the situation was. They told you last year Jim Harbaugh was clean. They told you last year Michigan, if the win happened, it was a clean national championship win. Just like you said, at the end of the day, this is just more throwing at the institution because nobody believes in the NCAA, like you said. So now they got to keep trying to get to Michigan. They got to keep trying to throw Michigan's name in a negative light. Maybe it hurts recruiting. Maybe it hurts this. Maybe it hurts that. But it's not going to hurt Michigan moving forward.